All right, let's jump right in. You have a superpower that you use every single day, and you probably don't even realize it. I'm talking about your body's incredible memory. It's this amazing biological marvel, and today we're going to break down exactly how it all works.
Okay, so have you ever stopped to think about this? Why do you only get chickenpox once? I mean, you can catch a cold over and over again, right? But with something like chickenpox, it's like your body learns its lesson the very first time. Well, it's not magic. It's actually this super sophisticated intelligence operation going on inside you, and it all comes down to how your body remembers an enemy. So to really get a handle on this, you got to know that your body's internal security system has two totally different branches. You can think of them like this. You've got the brave first responders who just rush to any scene, and then you have the specialist detectives, the ones who meticulously build a case to solve the crime for good. Okay, so on one side, you've got what's called innate immunity. These are your first responders. They're super fast, they're always on patrol, and they'll attack pretty much anything that looks even a little bit suspicious. Then, on the other side, you have adaptive immunity. And these are our specialist detectives. They're really the heroes of our story today. All right, so let's zoom in and focus on these detectives, because this is where things get really cool. This is where your body goes from just a simple defense to, a sophisticated intelligence agency. It's all about learning the criminal's face so they can never get away with the same crime twice.
Now, the most important thing to get here is that adaptive immunity is an acquired response. What does that mean? Well, you aren't born with it, you literally build it up over your lifetime. And it has two killer features. First, it's unbelievably specific. It targets one particular threat. And second, it creates a long-lasting memory. And by the way, that specificity, that's also the reason you can get the common cold again and again. The virus mutates so fast that your detectives are basically facing a brand new criminal in a different disguise every time.
So, the big question is, how does this case file on an intruder actually get built? I mean, how does your body go from being completely clueless about a new virus to having this perfect lifelong memory of it? Let's walk through that investigation, step by step. Okay, so it all unfolds in 4 key steps. Step 1, infection. Simple enough. The bad guy's in the building. That immediately triggers step 2, recognition. This is where your specialist detective cells figure out the intruder's unique features, like a fingerprint. And that leads to step 3, activation. Think of this as an all-out, custom-built assault on that one specific pathogen. But here's the most crucial part. Step 4, memory. See, after the fight is won, some of those elite cells, they stick around. They become memory cells just waiting, ready to launch a massive attack the second that same intruder ever shows its face again. And you know what? This is exactly how vaccines work. They basically give your detectives a wanted poster of the criminal, so you can build up that memory without ever having to fight the real, dangerous battle. I love this quote because it just illustrates the point so perfectly. The body's memory isn't just some dusty old record in a file cabinet. No, it's a weapon. It's loaded, it's aimed, and it's ready, just waiting for the enemy to come back. And that is why you don't get chickenpox twice. The weapon is already there, waiting for them. Okay, to really see the difference between these two strategies, let's put our first responders and our detectives head to head and just see how they stack up against each other. And this table just makes it crystal clear, doesn't it? Look, your innate system is all about one thing, speed. It's immediate. But your adaptive system? It makes a trade. It gives up that initial speed for something way more powerful, incredible specificity, and of course that all-important memory. The innate system completely forgets what it just fought, but the adaptive system? It can remember for a whole lifetime. That initial delay, that's just the price of admission for forging a perfect, permanent weapon. But here's where the story gets even bigger. This incredible detective work doesn't just protect you. Nope. When your body remembers an enemy, it has these huge, profound consequences for everyone around you. So let's take a look at how this one individual memory can scale up to protect an entire population. You've probably heard of it. It's called herd immunity. And it's really beautiful in its simplicity. When you're immune, you basically become a dead end for a virus or bacteria. It can't spread through you. So you become like a single brick in a giant firewall that protects the most vulnerable people in our communities. The ones who can't build their own immune memory for whatever reason. So when you hear epidemiologists talking about a number like 95%, this is what they're talking about. For a really contagious disease, that's the percentage of the herd that needs to have that immune memory to effectively build the firewall and stop large-scale outbreaks in their tracks. It's the tipping point.
right? It's where our collective memory finally becomes stronger than the disease itself. So what does this tell us about the power of our collective memory? It really makes you think, doesn't it? This whole complex intelligence agency working inside of you, it's a system that learns, adapts, and remembers, turning your personal history of survival into a silent, powerful weapon. It's not just your memory, it's your armor.
Hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown and learned something new, we'd really appreciate it if you took a second to like this explainer and definitely comment with your feedback. And of course, subscribe for more deep dives into topics just like this one. Oh, and if you're someone who likes to listen on the go, the audio version is available. The link for that is right down in the description.
And finally, we really do want to hear from you. What's a complex topic that you're curious about? Let us know down in the comments what you think we should explain next. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.